Alright, I just showed you a picture. That was an accident from '09. Fell asleep behind the wheel. Had my whole lower half crushed. Broken leg, adductor, the groin muscles severely damaged. Scrotum slashed open. Wasn't a fun day. Wasn't a fun month, actually. And I have to say that you know, it was definitely the darkest period of my life. And in recovering, I was really quick with getting back to things. I took care of myself. I'm a professional wrestler myself. I spent some time in the gym for the last decade or so. I mean, I've always had a thing for fitness, and so, you know, I got back to the gym and I was doing my thing, and, you know, eventually 8 months after the accident, I was back in a wrestling ring, and, you know, I look back at those old videos and look pretty fat, looking pretty fat, and at least in comparison to the way I look now. And I think that for those 3 years after the accident, I was you know, I was trying to make a new career in the fitness field. I eventually got certified as a personal trainer, and you know, working at the YMCA for the last year and a half, I've come across a lot of people. I do a lot of fitness consultations. I have clients that I train, and one of the things that you know, I was talking with one of my clients that I've been working with for the last year now with her son, that you know, I never really did look the part. I didn't look like a personal trainer, and you know, I didn't like the way I looked. I was very dissatisfied. I went through a dark period this last year. Maybe it was because I was turning 35. I don't know. There was all sorts of issues. But as I was looking through motivational videos, I came across Arthur, very famously known for his transformation after doing DDP yoga and also changing up the way he ate, and from, you know, over 300 pounds on a 5'8" frame, and within 10 months to shrink down to a 197, 187, and to go from, you know, so many years, 14 some odd years of walking with crutches and knee braces and just throwing all that stuff down and being able to run again. He is an inspiration, and he is what sparked me and moved me to get off my ass and pick up my copy of DDP Yoga. While I was waiting for the program to come in, I started eating better. In that month before the yoga came in, I dropped 10 pounds just off of my diet. And then the workouts came in. I started on the first DVD, and you know what? I think I took a shine to DDP Yoga because DDP himself. He's an inspiration to me. He started late in life as a professional wrestler, and I see that yoga, you know, helped heal his body. And myself, like when I worked out, when I was doing my workouts, I felt beat up. I felt my joints were achy. I just didn't feel good at all. And what's great about DDP Yoga is that it's high energy. There's an attitude to it. There's no soft music. There's you know, you might as well for DDP Yoga. I mean, if you want to play soundtracks, you know, I'd pick all the best metal bands. You know, Pantera, Slayer, old Metallica, Lamb of God. These are the that's that kind of energy that DDP Yoga has. It uses elements of yoga, elements of Pilates, elements of MMA. He just throws all that into a mixing pot. He's got the his basic core moves, the diamond dozen that he bases his workouts on. What's great is that you're working everything out. You're strengthening your shoulders, you're strengthening your knees, you're strengthening your hips, your core. Encompasses some of these slow burn push-ups where you're lowering down for 3 seconds and holding for 3 seconds and raising up for 3 seconds and lowering back down for 3 seconds and holding for 3 seconds before dropping and then going into cobra. You're trying to get your fat burning zone attained throughout the workouts. Because it's kind of like running a car. Is probably a good way to good analogy to use. Your car works best not going 80 miles an hour. You're going to get your best gas mileage at 55 miles an hour. So it's the same thing with your body. You just get yourself into you get into that 55 mile an hour zone, your fat burning zone, and you don't have to exert yourself so much, and what's great about the DDP workouts is that you can check out at any time, go into your safety zone, which is the baby pose, was a child's pose, or whatever yoga people call it. I've taken yoga classes before, and I see a lot of the same elements, but it's just, like I said, it's just jacked up. It's got more attitude, it's got more energy. There's modifications for all the moves, and I feel so much better since I started doing it. And what's great about it is I think I'm one of those impatient people that want to see quick results, and DDP Yoga gives you that. The thing about DDP Yoga is that I think that's different, at least from my perspective, is that you got no impact on your joints. You get great cardio, and you're sitting in a pool of sweat after 30 minutes. So I think for people who are on the go, it's a great program to pick up, and when you have a little time to spend, you can do your diamond cutters and your double black diamond, and spend some time doing the workouts. But for the people who are on the go, a lot of the workouts are under 30 minutes, and it's great. It's one of those things that's not time consuming. You can make time for these workouts in your day, and you feel great after you do it. You feel amazing. My flexibility has increased substantially. My body fat has gone from 23% down to 18%. I'm down from 200. When I started the program, I was about 237, 238, down to 221 now. I noticeably look different. Everybody comments and talks about how great I look. Looking so much thinner. My clothes fit so much looser now. Like I fit it, like not fit into, but like for our uniform for athletic training, we have to wear khaki pants, and those things are not set up like jeans where you have a relaxed fit or anything like that. So the seat of my pants and my legs, I have a lot of muscle down there, but I also gain all my fat down there. And so I was always very tight in those khaki pants, and now they fit very loose. My legs fit in there no problem. I don't have any issues in it. They're like baggy pants now. My core feels stronger. My shoulders, my knees don't have pains in them anymore from the accident that I opened up this video with. I have finally, I think, owned my life now. DDP Yoga has helped me do this. DDP Yoga has allowed me to take hold of my life and own it. I feel great after doing it. I feel great while doing it. And I think for for anybody who's looking to improve um, their place in life with their body image. You want to find a way to trim off extra weight. And flexibility is a big part of it. You got to be able to stretch out. You got to be flexible. You got to have room for your muscles to grow. I would suggest this for anybody of all fitness levels. If Arthur can do it, you can do it. If a lazy ass like myself can do it, you can do it. All right, so no more excuses. Go to www.ddpyoga.com and pick up your copy. I mean, honestly, this is going to be the best move you ever made. I've dropped 4 inches off my chest, off my waist, off my hips, off my my thighs. I've lost a couple inches. My calves I lost a couple inches. I'm feeling wonderful, and I feel energized, and I get out of bed with a spring in my step, and I'm not stumbling around and limping and just in pain. Like I feel 20 again, and this is great. And eventually I'm going to go back to working out. But right now it's all about DDP yoga. It's the only thing DDP is doing, and it's the only thing I'm doing right now, and I feel great. I really do. And I'm very close to getting abs. Very, very close. And I'll put up a picture of my from the 30-day to the 60 days, and get yours. Go get yours. I promise you it'll be the best investment you make. And it's an investment into your life. It's all about living life at 90%. 10% is what happens between your ears. 90% is the action. So, make it happen. Go out and take that first step. I promise you. You will see a difference, and you will get quick results. If you're like me, who's impatient, you will see results, and you will get them within a month or two. I was getting them. I was pushing myself. I probably pushed myself a little harder than most people, than the average person, I would say. I got results quickly, and it satisfies that. And I keep looking for improvements, and DDP's also a constant motivation for me. To see him where he's come from, it's great motivation, and this whole program is great motivation. So go out and get your copy, ddpyoga.com. And if you want to add me up, you want to get you want to get some motivation, you want to get some tips, or you just want to connect with me as a fellow DDP yoga person and become part of Team DDP, then add me up. I'm going to put my Facebook address here, and go get your copy today. I promise you, you won't regret it. All right, that's it. That's my testimony. See ya.